Hey everyone, it's me, Donna. Okay, I decided that I'm going to go back and relook at GEDmatch because there's been like a few changes I've noticed when I went back and checked. And I mean, there's been like a lot of changes as far as what they're offering. And then, you get your free account to where you can upload, I think it's 5 kits, raw DNA kits from the different companies. Um, and then you've got your tiers after that that cost and the things that it offers that people can do. I just have a free account, um, and I thought what I would do is I would because I've uploaded my raw DNA for 23andMe, um, Ancestry DNA, and then my heritage. So I thought what I would do is I'm going to start with 23andMe and run it through the different models and show you guys what the results are. In each category has different models with it, from the ancient to the modern, and they're using different populations to test you against to see if you have that. So all the models are going to be different, even though I mean it lets you know that you've got something there. Um, and that's the thing. Instead of just taking one model's word for it, because there's some people who will only use a certain model, and they swear by that's all that they have and all that. But my thing is, if you run your DNA through all these different models and certain things keep showing up, then there's a chance that you do have that. You may not have that within those percentages necessarily. The percentages may be different, but still, there's something there. There's something in your DNA that's there that's causing it to show up. So one model might say you have, 1% African, and then another model might say that, you have 1% Irish or something like that. Like it might be different. Like your Irish might not show up in, or I should say you're British and stuff, because they do lump some stuff together, and it won't necessarily pinpoint that it's just Irish or British or whatever. But anyway, um, but like I was saying, some models might say that you only have this, and then you go and look at another model and it'll say that you actually have this other stuff that didn't pop up in that one model. So that tells you that, hey, there may be more to the story here. So don't just, take one model's word for it. Just look at all the different ones. And if certain things keep popping up, then you know that there's got to be something to it. So it's just interesting, and I just thought I would go back and just read it because I've made in the past. I know I've made quite a few videos about GEDmatch, so I wanted to redo it since it's 2025, and there's all these companies are changing. Everything's changed, and I have noticed changes in the percentages and stuff like that when I run my DNA through it. So I'm not going to go back and compare my old findings with my modern findings. If you want to go back and look at some of that, you're free to do that. But I don't want to do that for these videos, and it's going to be a series of videos because it's a lot of material. So I'm just going to break it up and do it that way. Um, but it's just something that I wanted to do since like I said, things have changed, um, and I just wanted to kind of show what to kind of expect if you do upload your raw DNA. And I'm sure a lot of people have already done it across the globe, but there still may be some people out there that haven't done it, that don't know what it looks like. So I just thought I would give you kind of a look see, so to speak. And also, they have DNA paintings. So I kind of gave like a showing of that, how that looks, um, with the different models and stuff. So anyway, like I said, I'm going to start out on my 23andMe and run it through the different models and break everything down. And, but I'm not going to talk on the videos. I probably will add music to it or whatever, and just show you guys. You can just look and see. You can see the numbers and the percentages, and then you can see like when it shows the DNA painting. There's the large DNA painting. I kind of show what that looks like, and then there's the smaller DNA painting, to where it's easier to look up at both, where it shows what each color means. Say like red might represent one thing, and then brown will represent something else. So if you show the small model, it will have it to where you can easily see both, and like then you can look through your DNA and see where it is. But like the large scale, it will show a big image of your DNA painting, and you'll have to scroll way up to see the what each color means, but you will be able to see like a magnified view of where things are, because there's some things that are so small in your DNA that if you look at the smaller scale, you're not really going to be able to see it too well. But then when you look at the large scale and it blows it up, then you're able to see where it's at. So yeah, it's interesting. So anyway, I just thought I would do that, and everything. So I guess we will talk to you guys later and see you in the next video. And don't forget to like and subscribe, please. Bye.